What's the Bohemian Grove? What goes on here?
Well, some of the top CEOs and legislators and government officials in the United States and outside of the country converge here on an annual basis for 2 weeks to hatch plans. They say to have fun and to have a vacation, but actually they hatch plans and schemes that are part of the Iron Mountain Report. They follow that agenda, and they also follow the agenda of the New World Order Exposed by an Insider, 1969, and the Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. All of these are source documents, and it's all under the United Nations Agenda 21 policies. What is happening here is with the mega banksters that converge here and the CEOs, they are collapsing the economy of the United States. Everything is being shipped out of the country. They are in the process right now of taking control of all private property. We might notice that lots of farms and ranches are under siege. They're being attacked with what they're growing on their lands. It's all under the falsified science that's exposed in Iron Mountain. The mass pollution that they've created, a massive fear to get people to give up their freedoms in fear that the earth is going to come apart, that all of the pollution is our fault. And because of that, we have literally got to almost stop breathing. They've called for mass depopulation, and they are moving us off of our rural lands right now by taking over all of the national parks. We have 77 parks here in Sonoma County that are on the chopping block that our county agencies can no longer afford to keep up. While they're saying conservancies are coming in and taking them over so that people can still enjoy use of them, what the conservancies are just extensions of the United Nations with the intention to take over it's a massive land grab, in short. That's what it is right now. And the collapse of the roads is because they don't need to take us to lands that we're simply not going to be allowed to go to anymore. And people are complaining about potholes now. In Sonoma County in January, the County Board of Supervisors only authorized for 150 miles worth of roads in the county to be maintained, and that leaves over 2,000 that we've been paying taxes for them to maintain, and about 1,900 miles
you need to be right like that,
right? Be
like
maintained.
that.
And then they're talking, you have to put it so it moves.
So it's leaving 1,850 miles
1850, okay.
roughly of roads that will no longer be maintained. People are up in arms. People are saying we need to get those roads repaired. So the county supervisors that were running were saying, we promise we'll get these roads repaired. Well, they voted for the very policies that have collapsed the roads. Now they're saying they need to raise taxes. Now they're saying they need to raise taxes, and they're going back to Washington for monies. This will further indebt our county, and the intention is to collapse local economies with grants and with bonds. And the government is freely issuing grants and bonds, printing money through the Federal Reserve. They are essentially collapsing individual cities and states all over the United States. It'll be easier for the pickings. If you look at Silent Weapons for a Quiet War, you will see that that is all part of the design. And that's a 41-page document. They talk about how they're collapsing the family, how they've set up fast foods. They intentionally have created poisonous foods with MSG and aspartame, with all of the toxins, and they say that if people are stupid enough to make those choices, then essentially they do deserve to die. And so essentially every single item that is being offered to us as consumers has an Illuminati poisoning to it. And we can avert that by making good decisions. What we can't make decisions about is the overhead aerial toxic spraying program. They're dumping chemicals on us. They're increasing the frequency in our environment by the plasma that they keep up, that they're injecting with frequencies. In NASA documents, they are saying that it is reducing, creating global dimming by 20%. Many people are deficient in vitamin D. We're getting rickets in children now. Older people are having difficulty with their spines. Vitamin D is becoming an enormous problem on a global level, actually. This geoengineering program is not just happening here in the United States. This is a global toxic spraying program. It's part of the overall genocide program. The plan is to reduce the global population. Do you want to catch them for a second?
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
And what's your name again?
For their cremation of care ritual, which is going on tomorrow. The human sacrifice reenactment ritual, where they do burn a life-size effigy of a human to symbolically destroy their conscience.
Well, wait a minute. That's cool, isn't it? I mean, that's cool.
They like to revel in the fact that they're evil, satanic. You know, Satan's their king. They have a satanic philosophy, which, whether they believe in a literal entity of a demon, of Satan, or whether it's just a philosophical belief of Satan represents breaking the rules, disrespecting the golden rule, not treating your fellow human as you want to be treated.
That's a Luciferian practice. I mean, they sacrifice these children to Lucifer, right?
Well, that's the big secret, is that they don't believe in any sort of an afterlife. They believe that we're just sophisticated, conscious, self-aware animals, and so they have, through these secret societies, through these networks that they've created to run the banking system, the political system, the mass media, essentially to live as kings here on Earth.
Look at our audience. Are you telling, look at the camera, my friend. Are you telling us that they're planning on killing us?
Well, they do need they want a massive population reduction. We might have somebody coming in here. No, it's not a Porsche or a Mercedes, so it's probably just a worker. Yeah, just some workers. Say hi to Henry Kissinger for me. Well, here in a little bit, we're going to see some more Porsches coming in. I've been out here for hours, and I've seen 3 or 4 Porsches, bunch of Mercedes, Tesla.
This is supposed to represent the 99%. I mean, the most of the people, right?
Well, they are actually the, you know, you hear a lot with the Occupy of they're the 1% against the 99%, but actually 1% of the Earth's population is 70 million people. So to be more accurate, they are actually the 0.0001%, which is about 7,000 people. And the Illuminati is probably actually less than that, actually. So these are the people who really own the 1%.
But wait a minute.
They are the super class.
Mark Dice, you're telling me that people like Richard Nixon, Henry Kissinger, Bush, and
George Bush.
I mean, his name is Magog in Skull and Bones.
Say hi to Moloch for me. Have a good Luciferian satanic human sacrifice with your effigy, scumbags. We got your photos, we got your videos. Alex Jones snuck in there and got video of your satanic ritual. Hey, welcome to the Bohemian Grove. Say hi to Moloch for me. Have a good satanic sacrifice, scumbag.
Homeless guy that was beaten in Fullerton a year ago. The 2 police actually today were arraigned for their trial for murder. We got police on trial for murder because, it was pretty blatant. The videos are on the internet as well.
Bohemian Grove security patch on him. Now, when I was out here yesterday, I saw a canine unit, some dogs patrolling.
Well, I wonder
a sheriff
if the dogs are in to dig up, to discover the bodies.
Well, obviously the dogs are.
In 130 years, there's got to be maybe 1,300 bodies.
I don't know.
It's got to be laced with it.
I don't think that they're killing people today. I'm sure.
Oh, I don't think they're killing today, but maybe tomorrow, maybe yesteryear. What do you think they were doing 20 years ago?
Oh, in the 1980s, I'm sure that there were isolated camps doing real sacrifices. We know that we have the testimony of Paul Bonacci, a child victim who led his lawyer here
State Senator John DeCamp, and as a child said that he was taken in here and sexually abused, and described
Oh
the
my
cremation.
goodness, you're saying that these are actually child molesters and murderers?
Well, Satanist Aleister Crowley wrote in his book Magic in Theory and Practice, which I own, that people, the Satanists, get magical power, they believe, from murdering innocent children.
In other words, they get it off by killing kids.
Yes. He's only driving a Hyundai.
Hey, welcome to the Bohemian Grove. Have a good satanic human sacrifice to Moloch, scumbags.
Now, obviously, I don't think that the sacrifice is real today. I do believe that it is an effigy, but it's a modern-day version of what the Illuminati, the mystery school, the satanic scum had done in the past.
What quest group are you with, sir?
So, all right, we'll get a couple more. You can cut when they roll up.